Whoops. I bumped my screen and almost stopped my car from charging. And that is not an otter. That is a piece of plastic. Oh my goodness. My vision is so bad. Oh, hey, there's an otter. What's up, dude? You're just ignoring me, aren't you? It's like, yeah, people come by, look at me. You're not special. So it's oh, you know, I told her I was working at Savannah Grill. I met Crossroads Cafe. That's the one I usually worked at, Crossroads Cafe. Although last shift that I did, I actually did a big SRP dinner catered event, and yeah, that's where I found out that I wasn't being shown shifts at Restaurant Depot. Anyway, so I came in to ask, mostly to find out if that's what had happened, because the last few shifts that I got on there, I canceled at the last minute, and I know I had one that I waited too long to cancel, and I got a strike on Winolo for it. I can't remember, though, if it was Lancer Catering or if it was handwritten. I'd have to go through my Winolo app to figure that out. But at any rate, I think they've since dropped that strike off my list at Winolo, because I'm getting gigs on Winolo again. In fact, I've got another American Freight store I'm working at today, different than the one yesterday. Although the one I was at yesterday really wanted me to come back today, but you know, I'm like, well, if you can send it to me. And then while I was in my car, I gave the manager a ride home, by the way. But as I was in the car waiting for the manager to come back out from the store, because he realized once we got to my car that he had left his phone inside the store, it popped up and offered me the shift today at a store in East Mesa. And as much as I would have loved to have been back at Arizona Mills today, that was in my hand. I'm taking the one in my hand. So I'm setting myself up for a lot more driving today, but got a full shift which is kind of a short shift, but a full shift today at the American Freight, which ends at 6, and then at 7 p.m. I need to be at Factor for a sanitation night shift. So hopefully, oh, there's a cheetah here somewhere. That's cool. Sorry, I'm playing Find the Cheetah. Oh man, one of these years I need to get my eyes fixed, because it used to be I was the kid with the really good eyes that could find the animals in these enclosures when other people couldn't. And that was, oh, there's something over there. That is not a cheetah, though. Looks like a coyote. Of course, that begs the question, is that a zoo animal or just some random coyote that's wandered in here? You know, it could go either way at the zoo. So anyway, as I was saying, can't find the painted dogs. Yeah, maybe it was a painted dog. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, maybe that was an African painted dog. I just thought it was a random coyote that wandered into the zoo. Because that does happen. What the heck is this? Dragon lantern. Oh man, I would love to see this thing lit up. That's awesome. Anyway, yeah, it used to be I didn't realize when I was younger until actually about I want to say when my daughter was a newborn, So, probably a couple months into my marriage at best, was when I realized that my vision was way beyond 2020. And of course now it's, way less than 2020. But yeah, morning. Hopefully I can get that full-time thing going on at Factor. Get some vision coverage and get my damn eyes fixed. Or try to do the glasses thing again. Last time it was not good, but I did get actually accustomed to wearing the safety glasses over at Flex Phone. So maybe just maybe I can get used to wearing glasses if I get somewhere the frames aren't distractingly in my field of vision. So, which will probably look terrible on me, but that's a whole other issue. Anyway, came in, talked to a manager that's actually the general manager here for Lancer Catering, whom I've never met before. I was basically always dealing with a couple of managers that were directly under her. And when I described him, she's like, "Oh, that's Thomas." I'm like, "Yeah, Thomas." Couldn't remember his name. I work with so many people. It's a lot of names to remember. I mean, when people ask how many jobs I have, it's just like, it depends on how you define jobs. It's a lot, though. Oh, there's a free-range squirrel under there. I see you, squirrel. He's like, "Leave me alone. I'm not even a zoo animal." There's a ground squirrel down there. I think it's a ground squirrel. Yes, there's and a bird. There's a ground squirrel and a bird in there. I see you, little squirrel. Looking at me, looking at you. So yeah, it's like, how many jobs do you have? Depends on how you define jobs. A lot. Feel some days like my life is that skit from In Living Color of the Jamaican family. "Oh, you only have 5 jobs, man. I have 8 jobs." Anyway, she told me that her upper management, like corporate or whatever, made her change her temp service for extra labor from Winolo to InstaWork. So that is hands down the best reason I've seen to sign up for InstaWork. I forget the name of this little snack bar here. I've never worked at that one, but I've brought them stuff before, because as you can see, it's just right here around the corner from Crossroads Cafe. There's another one out this way that I've worked at once. At least I think it's this way. It's over by the petting zoo. Yeah, the one day I worked there, I really enjoyed it, but I lost count of how many days. Ooh, we got a light up snake there. I forget how many days I worked over at Crossroads Cafe, but it was quite a few. But yeah, the last one I did was just catering like a big dinner for an annual SRP party. And speaking of SRP, I'm getting free charging for my car right now, courtesy of SRP. And when I bumped my phone screen trying to zoom in on the otter, I thought I had inadvertently stopped my car from charging with the app. But it took me quite a few taps and stuff to figure out what the hell was going on with my car. This whole juicing the car with apps thing is I do get why people say that, "Oh my God, EVs are way too much of a pain in the ass." Like, I fully get it. And I should be charging at home, but I'm so far I haven't been for reasons, and I might get into that later. And it's absolutely not that I can't. I mean, part of it is my assigned parking spot where my charger cord will reach is full of dead bins. And I have charged parking in one of my neighbor's parking spots, but before I start doing that on any kind of regular basis, or I use one of my other neighbor's spots, I really need to talk to them and just ask, hey, it's a neighborly thing to do. Don't just use their shit, I mean, it's their spot. And just say, hey, look, I got an electric car now. Is it cool if you're not there, if I park there, like, if you're on your, if you pull up and I'm there, like, just pound on the door, call me, I'll move my car, I'll unplug my car. And I mean, the hot MILF next door and the attractive older MILF 2 doors down, both of which often have an unoccupied spot that my charger cable will reach. I would imagine both of them would be fine with it. I just haven't seen either since I've got the new car. So, what have we got here? A big hawk-headed parrot. There it is. Whoa. Hi. What's up, bird? Kind of hard to see it with the sun shining on the enclosure, but now I'm wondering if I'm really walking in the right direction for the other one, because it seems like I should have hit it by now. This is such a fun way to waste the morning when I don't have to pay admission and I can be in here before the place opens. Oh my gosh, and am I ever going to do this for free admission to the zoo again? Oh yeah, I think I might. This is an absolutely awesome way to spend the morning. Anyway, yeah, she told me that their temp labor services are now being handled through InstaWork. So I do believe I'm signed up on InstaWork. I've just never. I'll be honest. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the status of me is on InstaWork. I know I've installed it at one point in time. I just can't remember. Did I complete my creating of an account? Because I know I never got to the point of looking for work on InstaWork. It seems like I stopped somewhere for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it wanted me to scan an ID and I didn't have it handy, or my camera was acting wonky. Who knows? But yeah, knowing that the zoo, Lancer Catering, the food vendor for the zoo, food contractor for the zoo, whatever you want to call them, knowing that they are using InstaWork now, makes it that's the best reason I could possibly think of, because I love working here, to sign back up. She did tell me that they were not hiring at this time, as they had enough people working for them, which is fine. She actually told me that before I even got a chance to ask her about that. But she also suggests that I go in and talk to guest services, and that she thought that they were still actually hiring to work directly at the zoo part-time, and that they paid like $18 an hour, which is a lot better than getting minimum wage working for Lancer Catering. And I told her, I never had an issue with the low pay in Lancer Catering. I said it's a hellaciously fun job. It's just awesome to come into the zoo and get a rather good free lunch and then go sit and chill with the rhinos while you eat lunch, and have an hour to wander around the zoo after the shift. That was a pretty cool exchange. Plus, I told her how close I lived, and she's like, "Oh, you're right around the corner." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the main reason I kept coming back," and told her about how one time I forgot what time I needed to be here until I got the push-through message telling me it was time to clock in, and I still managed to make it here on time. And thank God I was driving at that time. Like, if I didn't have the Saturn, I would have been late. But anyway, I definitely went the wrong way. Petting zoo to the left. Wonder if it's down that trail or down. Well, this is an amphitheater. Employees only, school exit only. I've gone down many of the employee only paths here, but I don't think I feel like pushing the envelope of me being in here quite that far. Gosh, never gone into this amphitheater. This is neat. Thornbow's Discovery Amphitheater. I love amphitheaters. Not sure what's going on right now, but I like the image of the big turtle over there. Which reminds me, I feel like I asked my sister what she did with her big turtles when she moved out of her big house up in Black Canyon City, but now I can't remember. I had two sisters that had turtles. And I like turtles. I like turtles a lot. But yeah, tortoises. I tend to confuse them. My oldest sister had a couple of giant tortoises. And then my other sister had a I'm not sure what the heck I should know what kind of turtle it is, but I forget. But it's a more common, like, water turtle that doesn't have to be in water, but likes to be in water, named Steve-O. And I swear to God, every time that turtle Steve-O saw me, it recognized me and got very excited. Maybe it's just me being optimistic, but it sure felt like that every time I would see that turtle. And my grandfather used to have a turtle as well. Curious what happened to that. Anyway, I just got distracted by a dang picture of a turtle. This path is fun. So, anyway, she told me I could go to guest services and inquire about working at the zoo. She goes, it's just part-time, but I think it pays $18 an hour. I think I'm going to go do that. But it just seemed like, while I was here, this would be a good time to just sort of wander around a little bit. There's an automated program going on in here. I couldn't hear the sound when I was up above. It wasn't just an image of a turtle.
So our education programs are really an important aspect of what we do. A lot of what we do in our Johnson Conservation Center is off exhibit, we call it, so off the public view. So we have to bring the stories to our guests. We want to tell everybody our stories because there's a reason that you can't go into the conservation center. It needs to be biosecure to keep the animals there safe, because many of them will be eventually released to the wild.
There's so much that goes on behind the scenes at the zoo like this. It's just awesome. Anyway, I really love coming to the zoo regularly for work last year, and I don't really know. Do I have a plan right now for my life, for my employment? No, I really don't. I'm just kind of following a bunch of leads. I'm just throwing a bunch of darts I'm like the blindfolded guy throwing a whole bunch of darts in different directions and hoping one of them hits something. I still do need to complete my form from a background check at Factor, although I'm hoping I can talk to HR tonight, although I'm realizing there's a good chance I won't be able to just because it's Christmas. But, and those people probably got the days off. But anyway, but yeah, I'm going to talk to guest services on the way out of here and see what I need to do to put in an application to work part-time here, because why the hell not? I've walked in so many circles, I don't even know where I am right now. I'm on the other side of that big round thing. All right, here comes another sign. Of course, that last sign didn't really direct me very well. Oh, petting zoo, head to the left. Actually, I guess it directed me perfectly fine because I'm going the right direction. This area is looking vaguely familiar. I mean, I could sit and look at the map, but what fun would that be? Oh, I love this thing. I remember playing with Lily in here when she was like 2 years old. Little hiding spaces in the rocks. I bet I still got pictures of her as a little kid hiding and climbing on this here rock. I bet I do. Oh God, I miss my daughter so much, especially with it being Christmas. Although, for what it's worth, I did hear from my older daughter today, in fact. Well, late last night, actually. I have reached out to her today, but I haven't heard back yet. Ooh, I can't read the sign. Petting zoo. Sun directly behind the sign made it really hard to see. Anyway, not too much else to say other than I'm using the free charge point chargers here. They're absolutely free, but they do require a charge point account to use. Now, I did try to, hey, Harmony Farm, that's where I was trying to find, and there it is right there. A farm cafe. The day I worked in there, I had a blast. Yes. Of course, now I'm so turned around, I'm not sure how to get back to guest services, and I'm not cheating with the map. Zoo Lights is until January 12th. For some reason, I was thinking it ended. It ended like this week, Christmas, but no, it's going until January 12th. Well, shoot, maybe I can convince Jasmine to let me take her and her son here. Oh yeah, still talking to Jasmine. I really dig her. And Priscilla getting jealous about me spending time with other women, but you know, the kind of thing that gets exclusivity on my time that she would need to be doing, she's still not doing. So there you go. Anyway, I love the windmill. Not that it's being used for anything. I think it's just a decoration, but still love it. You know, how cool would it be to have one of those old windmills on your property rigged up to be generating electricity to freely charge the car? Like that would be awesome for me. On that note, so last night after work, and as I said, I worked at another. Oh, look, we have goats. Like, hey, what's up, people? What up, goat? Hello? Hello? You all right? You okay, goat? Would you rather me not touch you? You seem kind of standoffish today, goat. You don't seem like a happy goat. Okay, I'll stop. I don't mean you no harm. I really don't. have any munchies for you either, though. Sorry. That goat getting a little elevation. So, where was I? Just rambling, wasting time. 25 minutes of video to try to jam up my my cloud. I think I lost access to my email for like 3 hours in the wee hours of the morning on, oh goodness, yesterday morning? Yesterday morning. Yeah, some other stuff happened relative to that yesterday morning. It was, it all worked out, but yeah, I had a bit of a panic attack yesterday thinking I was massively overdrawn on my checking account. And then when I managed to finally get through to a banker on the phone with Chase, they're like, oh, you have a balance of $10 and $10.99. I found it kind of funny that my checking account balance was $10.99 due to a $10.99 contractor worker payment that unexpectedly posted earlier than I expected it to post. That was kind of awesome because I was a little overdrawn and I was going to deposit the money from the karaoke party, which I hadn't deposited yet, and I was going to post it, and I went to the only ATM that was close enough to get that done during my lunch break at American Freight yesterday to find out that it was dead. I'm like, no! But Wells Fargo seemed appreciative that I was able to report that their ATM was dead because they were unaware of it. And all's well that ends well. Which reminds me, I really need to go to the bank and get that deposit done. What the heck have we got here? I don't even know what this animal is. Maybe if I worked at the zoo more, I'd know a little bit more about this stuff. It's just chilling, just chewing. What's up? Good morning, whatever the heck you are. Oh man, now I'm walking over here, I'm just having flashbacks of the day. It's crazy, I just seeing things jogs my memory, things that I feel like I've forgotten. But yeah, the day that I worked at Farm Cafe was also the day that I got mugged and had my first Moto Z stolen. Because I remember that was the day I dealt with the police and, called the police. And of course, they never come immediately if there's, no immediate danger involved. And I was working at Farm Cafe when some kind of management rolled up. I can't remember if it was Lancer management or if it was zoo management now, looking back. I'm assuming it was probably Lancer management because it's not like the zoo has the authority to take me off assignment at Lancer. But yeah, she was in one of the golf carts, and I remember we came out this way. Went through this gate, and then went that way. Which is funny because I don't know exactly where guest services is to go that way, but I know exactly how to get to guest services going that way. That would probably be not the best route to take. Since that's an employee-only path, the best route to take to guest services to ask about what it would take to become an employee. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm already using your guys' paths. I know where they go. I got you. I got it. Just hire me. Otherwise, I'm just coming here and pretend like I work anyway. Blah, blah, blah. I can't believe I'm at the zoo this morning. This is just awesome. Merry Christmas to me. That's a lovely Farm Cafe. It's so much fun the day I worked here. Mostly just making hot dogs. like that's such a crappy job. Is it though? Is what you do for a living that pays so much more anywhere near as chill as making hot dogs at the Farm Cafe? making little kids and their parents happy while they're chilling at the petting zoo. We're near Sky Harbor. There goes a plane. So yeah, after work yesterday, I just went around kind of checking out some of the free chargers that were near me. I went to Walmart, got some groceries. It's nice to be able to do multiple things after work. And not just struggle to get home on the bus and be frustrated because there's things that I wish I could do, but I can't because I don't really have transportation. Anyway, 30 minutes is enough for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in on me. I'll be back with more eventually.